So which brand makes the best denim jackets? I asked you guys on my Instagram what you think is the best denim jacket brand, and I tallied up all your responses and I came up with the top 6 most popular denim jacket brands according to you guys. So I went out and I spent $400 buying one of each jacket. Now let's see how each jacket stacks up to each other. I'm gonna be rating each jacket based on its fit, its quality, and overall value. And at the end, I'm gonna give you guys what I think is the best denim jacket in the market today. So let's start off with the 6th most popular denim jacket brand according to you guys, and that is the Calvin Klein trucker jacket. Now Calvin Klein is mostly known for their underwear, so I wasn't even aware that they even made denim jackets, but hey, let's see if this jacket is any good. The Calvin Klein trucker jacket retails for $53. It is made from 100% cotton. The colorway is called Hartley Light, and I got this in a size small. Let's start off with the quality of this jacket. The first thing that stood out to me is the fabric, because since this is made from 100% recycled denim, you're gonna see a subtle hint of lintiness in the texture. Not sure if that makes sense or not, but the best way to describe it is essentially it's a little peach fuzzing at the top in certain spots of the jacket. So if you're looking for a clean, smooth denim look, then this may be a deal breaker, but in all honesty, I don't think it looks that bad. The texture feels very flimsy. There's no rigidity in this jacket at all, and you can tell by its weight. Weighing in at only 721 grams, this makes it the lightest denim jacket out of all 6. With this lightweight material, the thickness is not compromised. It measures to 1.65 millimeters, which makes this the 2nd thickest denim jacket out of all 6, so I'm surprised and impressed at the same time. Moving on to the features, a few unique features about this jacket is 1. The hexagon shaped pocket flaps that you can open and close through the snap button. 2. It has a single seam that runs along the chest to the waist. And 3. The curved seam along the sides that gives this jacket a taper look, and at the end of the curved seam there's a pocket opening that runs along the same curved seam, making the pocket look like it's not there. This design prevents the jacket from looking bulky, instead it looks more minimalistic and slim. On the back, in lieu of an adjustable hem, you see their signature patch with the Calvin Klein's jeans logo. Looks like leather, but it's not real leather, of course, considering the price point of this jacket. So is this jacket constructed well? Let's take a look at how well the stitching is and if there's any loose or uneven stitching. First thing I noticed is a loose thread right here underneath the Calvin Klein jeans logo patch, which is surprising because I would think they would pay more attention to this area since the logo is right there. And in the collar, there are some loose strands on both sides, but other than that, the construction is decent. So out of 10, what would I rate the quality of this jacket? I would give it a solid 8. It's constructed pretty well, and given the price point, there's nothing really to complain about. Moving on to the fit, starting off with some dimensions. Shoulder to shoulder measures to 17.5 inches. Chest length or pit to pit measures to 20 inches. Sleeve length are 25 inches. And the length is 25 inches. Here's how the jacket looks on me. Before we get into it, I'm 5'10", 160 pounds with a 36-inch chest, and a size small is my true to size. The Calvin Klein denim jacket fits my body type pretty well. The shoulder seam falls right where it needs to be. It's a straight fit from the chest to the waist. The 20-inch chest opening is somewhat fitted, but still enough room to layer something underneath. A minor flaw I have to point out is the sleeve length is a bit too long for my arms. You can see it goes past my wrist. If it's about an inch shorter, then that would be perfect. For the length of this jacket, 25 inches is about an inch too long on me, but the good thing is that the body length and sleeve length are proportional to each other. So if you're around 5'11" to 6 feet, then this fit would be perfect for you. For the style, the hexagon pocket flaps are something you don't see from any other denim jackets. On the back side, you can see the 2 slanted vertical seams really makes this jacket look more refined and tapered. At the hem, the CK patch really stands out, and the brown patch goes well with this light blue colorway. Now time to give this jacket a rating. For the fit, I'll give it an 8. Overall, the jacket fits well and proportions are what matters the most, and I think this jacket does just that. For the value of this jacket, I'll give it an 8 as well. The construction and craftsmanship is decent and is not bad for its $53 price tag. This brings a total score for the CK denim jacket 24 out of 30. Let's see if the next jacket is any better. Now moving on to the 5th most popular denim jacket according to you guys, and that is the Lee denim jacket. So it's been a while since I've heard of this brand, but I know they have a lot of rich history behind it. A little fun fact, my first ever pair of denim jeans were actually from Lee, so it brings back a little bit of nostalgia for me. But let's see how good this jacket really is. The Lee denim jacket retails for $50. It is made from 99% cotton and 1% spandex. The colorway is called Strong Arm, and I got this in a size small. First impression, the texture feels like a typical denim jacket, meaning there's decent rigidity in the material, but the fabric does feel thin. The thickness measures to 1.52 millimeters, which makes this the second thinnest denim jacket out of all 6. The weight is proportional to the thickness, weighing in at 777 grams, which also makes this the second lightest jacket. For the features, it has a slanted yoke across the chest, which is something you don't often see in denim jackets. Because of the slanted yoke, the chest pocket flaps are slanted as well. It has a straight seam from the chest to the waist. On the left chest flap, you see a small Lee patch, and on the hardware, there's a very noticeable Lee engraving on all of its buttons. For the stitching, there's a very subtle zigzag stitching along the edge where the button openings are. The thread is the same color as the jacket, which makes it hard to see unless you're looking very closely at it. If you flip to the other side, you see a more noticeable brown zigzag stitch. One interesting to note is that the back of the collar, you see 4 curved stitches, one on top of the other, and the reason for that is because it helps give foundation to the collar when folded back, so the shape stays consistent, which I think is a great addition. Moving down, you see 2 slanted seams that tapers from the shoulders to the waist as opposed to the straight seam as you saw on the front. Moving down to the waist, there's an adjustable waistline that you can button and slim the waist up to 2 inches. So is this jacket constructed well? There are some untrimmed threads at the collar and back sides, but overall the stitching is good. So out of 10, what would I rate the quality of this jacket? I would give it a solid 8. Moving on to the fit, shoulder to shoulder measures to 16.5 inches, chest length or pit to pit measures to 19 inches, sleeve length are 26 inches, and the length is 24.5 inches. Here's how the Lee jacket looks on me. The 16.5 inch shoulder length is the most narrow out of all 6 jackets, but I don't think it's too tight. I think the shoulder seam falls right where it needs to be. The biggest flaw with this jacket is the arm opening. Let me tell you, this is the tightest arm I've ever experienced in my life. From the elbow up, you can see that the fabric is completely hugging my arms, which does not feel comfortable at all. This makes moving my arms painful because of how restrictive it is. My bicep is about 13 inches, which is the average for men, so it really gives this jacket no excuse. Another huge flaw is the sleeve lengths. The lengths are 3 inches too long, and you can see that it covers the entire half of my hand. For the chest opening at 19 inches, this is the smallest chest opening out of all 6 jackets. It will definitely hug your figure, which gives us zero room for layering anything other than a t-shirt underneath. For the body length of this jacket at 24.5 inches, I think it's not bad. It falls slightly below the waistline, but it's nothing too crazy. For the style of this jacket, the first thing that pops out at me is the slanted yoke and chest pockets. You don't normally see this from denim jackets, but I think it doesn't look bad at all. It gives this jacket more of a tapered and slimming look. Now time to give this jacket a rating. For the fit, I have to give it a 4. The long sleeve lengths I can deal with because I can cuff up my sleeves, but the sleeve opening is just too tight and wearing this all day would be torture. For the value of this jacket, I'll give it a 7. The construction and craftsmanship is decent and is not bad for its $50 price tag. That brings a total score for the Lee denim jacket, 19 out of 30. Let's see if the next one is any better. Now the 4th most popular denim jacket brand according to you guys, and that is the H&M LOGG denim jacket. As we all know, fast fashion brands have really great prices, but their quality is usually so-so. But let's see how good this jacket really is. This jacket retails for $50. It is made from 100% cotton. The colorway is light blue, and I got this in a size small. First impression, this jacket has that denim feel to it, but it's very flimsy. There's no rigidity in this jacket at all. It measures to 1.44 millimeters, which makes this by far the thinnest jacket out of all 6. For the weight, it weighs in at 855 grams, which makes it the 3rd heaviest jacket. For the features, at the front, you notice a straight yoke across the chest with pointed pocket flaps. It has a slightly slanted seam from the chest pockets to the waist. At the waist, there's an adjustable hem that you can adjust up to 4 inches, which is more than enough. Now let's talk about the construction. This is where the jacket really disappoints. There's loose and untrimmed threads at almost every single corner of this jacket. Loose threads at the corner of the hem, edges of the collar, the back of the jacket, and at the end of the sleeves. It looks like the person who put this jacket together rushed it, and the quality department didn't really care either. Not surprised because fast fashion brands are known for being bad quality. That's just the beauty of fast fashion brands. Now time to give it a rating. For the quality, I have to give it a 6, and I think I'm being a little generous too because I do like the overall look of this jacket. Moving on to the fit, shoulder to shoulder measures to 17 inches, chest length or pit to pit measures to 20 20.5 inches, sleeve lengths are 25 inches, and the length is 26 inches. This is how the jacket looks on me. Overall, I think the fit is good. The shoulder seam falls where it needs to be. The chest opening is a bit wide, but not too bad. You can see there's plenty of room in my chest, making this a great piece to layer something underneath. The sleeves are a bit long, as you can see it goes well past my wrist. Ideally, if it was an inch shorter, then that would be perfect. Taking a look at the back, you can see the length is long as well. At 26 inches, that makes this the longest jacket out of all 6. I'm 5'10", so if you were 6 feet, then this jacket would be perfect for you. For the style, this jacket is your classic denim jacket look. It has a straight yoke across the chest, pointed pocket flaps, and tapered seams, which you can never go wrong. So what would I rate this jacket? For the fit, I'll give it an 8. The sleeve and body lengths are a bit too long, but I don't think it's to the point where it ruins the look of the jacket. For the value of this jacket, I'll give it a 6, mostly because the quality really isn't there. The fabric is thin and lightweight, and it doesn't really look durable. That brings a total score for the H&M denim jacket, a 20 out of 30. Let's see if the next one is any better. Just one quick message before we continue on with this video. If you're enjoying this video so far, don't forget to like and subscribe, because it really helps out small content creators like myself, and it really encourages me to keep putting out videos like this. So drop a like, subscribe, and let's continue on with the video. Now the third most popular denim jacket brand according to you guys, and that is the Gap Icon jacket. I have to admit, Gap makes some pretty damn good denim jeans. I do own a couple pairs from them, but let's see if their jacket is any good. This jacket retails for $63. It is made from 100% cotton. The colorway is called medium indigo, and I got this in a size small. First impression, there's not much rigidity in this jacket. The texture does feel like denim, but the fabric is very flimsy. One downside to flimsy fabric is that the collar doesn't stay put. You want the collar to have some stiffness, so when you fold it back, it'll stay put, but instead this will just flop everywhere when you move. It measures to 1.6 millimeters, which makes this the 3rd thickest jacket out of all 6. And the weight is proportional to its thickness, weighing in at 847 grams, which makes this the 4th heaviest jacket. For the features, you'll see the straight yoke across the chest with pointed pocket flaps. Also, there's a slanted seam from the chest pockets to the waist to give it a more tapered look. At the back of the jacket, starting off with the collar, there's an added layer right here. What that does is it sets a foundation for the collar to fold back into, so the collar's shape stays consistent. At the waist, there's an adjustable hem that you can adjust up to 4 inches. For the craftsmanship, the seams look very good. There's nothing really noticeable to point out. Overall, for the quality of this jacket, I'll give it a 7. Moving on to the fit, shoulder to shoulder measures to 17.5 inches, chest length or pit to pit measures to 20 inches, sleeve lengths are 26.25 inches, and the length is 24 inches. This is how the jacket looks on me, and right off the bat, it does not look good. I'm going to talk about the positives first because it's not going to take that much time. The shoulder seams are pretty good, falls where it needs to be. The chest opening is roomy, which makes it great for layering something underneath. At 24 inches, the body length is not bad. It falls at the waistline. And that's all the good things I can say about the fit. The biggest problem I have with this jacket, as you probably can already see, is the ridiculously long sleeve lengths. The body length on this jacket is good, but the sleeve length is not proportional to the body length. At 26.25 inches, it's about 3 inches too long. My wingspan is 5'10", so in order to fit these sleeves, I would need to have a 6'1" wingspan. But if you're over 6 feet, the body length is gonna be too short on you, so the sleeve and the body lengths aren't proportional. Another problem I have with this jacket is the arm opening. It's very wide. It makes the jacket look puffy rather than fitted. The puffy arm and long sleeve length throws off the entire proportion of this jacket. In my opinion, it really ruins the whole look of this jacket. I really want to like this jacket, but I just can't. For the style of this jacket, remember earlier in the video I was talking about the flimsy collar? This is what I was talking about. Because of the flimsiness of the fabric, there's not enough rigidity to keep the collar down, so it looks uneven. Now, what would I rate this jacket? For the fit, I have to give it a 5, and I think I'm being generous. For the value of this jacket, I'll give it a 4, because with so many denim jacket brands out there, it's really hard to justify paying over $60 for this. There's just so many better options out there. That brings the total score to 16, which is the lowest scoring denim jacket so far on the list. Let's see if the next one is any better. Now the second most popular denim jacket brand according to you guys, and that is the Wrangler rugged wear denim jacket. Now I've heard a lot of great things about Wrangler denim, so I'm very excited to see how this jacket stacks up with the rest. The Wrangler rugged wear jacket retails for $49. It is made from 100% cotton. The colorway is called Vintage Indigo, and I got this in a size small. First impression, this is a very stiff jacket. Out of all 6 denim jackets, this has the most rigidity to it. It feels like real denim from back in the 90s, and it also looks like it too with this vintage colorway. The thickness measures to 1.62 millimeters, making this the 3rd thickest jacket out of all 6. For the weight, it comes in weighing at 1,018 grams, which is by far the heaviest jacket out of all 6. Wrangler really doesn't mess around with their denim. One downside to the heavy weight and stiffness, I found it very difficult to button up the jacket because there's not enough flexibility in the buttonhole, but over time I do expect this jacket to break in and after a few wears and soften up a little bit. For the features, the jacket has a slightly slanted yoke, meaning the pocket flap is slightly slanted as well. The first thing I noticed about this jacket are the pocket flaps. The pocket flaps are very round and big. It's a little too big for my liking, but hey, maybe you guys like it. There's 2 straight seams on both sides. Most noticeably, there's a very distinct zigzag stitching at the button opening area that really makes this jacket stand out from the rest. The copper buttons have a subtle Wrangler engraving on it, but other than that, there's 0 branding on the jacket itself, which I really like, and I think other minimalists will enjoy as well. At the back of this jacket, it has an adjustable waistline that you can adjust up to 4 inches. For the craftsmanship, the biggest issue I found is the stitching at the hem. You can see that there's this area where the stitching was completely missed, and this loose stitch right here, if you pull on that, the entire stitch on the hem will come off, so you gotta do some DIY to get this fixed. I'm not gonna knock the score too much because the texture, weight, and thickness of this jacket really makes up for that one loose stitch. Overall, I have to rate this a solid 9. Moving on to the fit, shoulder to shoulder measures to 17.5 inches, chest length or pit to pit measures to 21 inches, sleeve lengths are 23 inches, and the length is 25 inches. This is how the Wrangler jacket fits on me. Considering that this is off the rack, the fit is amazing. It feels like it's tailor made for me. The shoulder seams falls right where it needs to be, and the chest opening looks great, and it still gives you the option to layer something underneath. What I like most about this that I haven't seen from the other 6 jacket is the sleeve length. The sleeve lengths on this hit right where it needs to be. For my 5'10" wingspan, this is perfect and I'm really impressed. If I had to nitpick, my only complaint is the body length of this jacket is a tiny bit long. If it was an inch shorter, then this would be perfect, but again, it's minor and I don't mind the 25-inch body length because everything else fits so well. For the style of this jacket, I'm not really a big fan of the pocket flaps and chest. As I said before, I think it looks too big around. It makes the jacket look less fitted. But then again, taste is subjective. So that's why I'm not going to be rating any of these jackets based on its style. Because hey, maybe the unique design of these pockets are your favorite part of this jacket. But I really do like everything else about this jacket. It's a timeless and classic look that you can never go wrong. Now it's time to give this jacket a final rating. For the fit, I have to give it a perfect 10. Wrangler really nailed the proportions on this jacket. For the value of this jacket, for $49, this jacket is a steal. I have to give it a perfect score of 10. That brings the total score to 29, which makes this the highest rated jacket so far. We have one final jacket to go over, and let's see if that one can beat Wrangler. And the #1 most popular denim jacket brand according to you guys, and that is, drumroll please, the Levi's trucker jacket. No surprises here, Levi's invented the denim jacket back in 1905 with their Type 1 denim jacket. And ever since then, they've only had 2 iterations of this jacket. Think about it, 120 years and only 2 design changes. That's pretty crazy. Now let's see if this jacket really is the real deal. The Levi's trucker jacket retails for $70. It is made from 100% cotton. The colorway is called Blow Away Black, and I got this in a size small. First impression, the fabric feels very sturdy but soft at the same time, which I'm not sure how Levi's does it, but I'm very impressed. That's something that I haven't felt from the other 6 jackets. The thickness measures to 1.74 millimeters, which makes it the thickest jacket out of all 6. It weighs in at 951 grams, which is the 2nd heaviest jacket behind Wrangler. Now let's talk about the features. At the front, you'll notice your signature pointed pocket flaps and the iconic red Levi's tag. It has a straight yoke at the chest, which they've been doing since the late 1800s and are still doing to this day. Levi's has their iconic slanted seam from the chest pockets to the waist to give it a more refined and tapered look. At the back, you also see the seam tapering down as well. At the waist, there's an adjustable hem that you can adjust up to 4 inches. For the craftsmanship, the black denim jacket features black stitching to give it that all black look. I don't see any inconsistent or uneven stitching anywhere. Overall, I'm very impressed with the construction of this jacket, mostly with the texture and the thickness of the material. I'm confident that this jacket will last you for years, and for that, the quality, I have to give it a perfect score of a 10. Moving on to the fit, the shoulder to shoulder measures to 17.5 inches, chest length or pit to pit measures to 21 inches, sleeve lengths are 24 inches, and the length is 23 inches. This is how the Levi's trucker jacket fits on me. First impression, the fit is pretty spot on. The shoulder seam falls where it needs to be. The 21-inch chest opening is a good balance between fitted, but not too fitted where you can't layer something underneath. For the length at 23.5 inches, this is the shortest jacket out of all 6, and I think this is a perfect example of how a classic denim jacket should sit on your body. Throughout Levi's 200-year history, they've always designed their jackets to sit at your waistline, so some of a crop look like a bomber jacket, and it's good to see that Levi's are still doing that to this day. For the sleeve length, this is the only thing that's not 100% perfect. It's a tad bit too long. I would prefer about half an inch to an inch shorter, but really it's not that bad. For the style, this is the classic denim jacket look. Straight yoke at the chest, pointed pocket flaps, iconic red Levi's tags, slanted seams. This is a timeless look that you can never go wrong. So out of 10 for the fit, I will give this a solid 10. For the value of this jacket, the prices can vary. You can find this jacket on sale in the $40 range, but for me paying $70 for this, I still will have to give this a 10 out of 10 based on the quality and how well it fits off the rack. That brings a total score of the Levi's trucker jacket, a perfect score of 30 out of 30. To summarize really quick, this is a ranking of the denim jackets from heaviest to lightest. And this is a ranking from thickest to thinnest. Tallying up the final scores, this is how I would rank the 6 denim jackets, with Levi's at the top of my list and Gap at the very bottom. And that's it for this week's video. Let me know in the comments below which items I should do next. I'm thinking about maybe which brand makes the best t-shirts. Let me know what you think. Leave a suggestion below. I look forward to reading all your comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.